What's going on, guys? Welcome to the, well, wait a second. What am I? I'm rushing the gun, man. Jumping the gun. That's what it is. Today, we're going to talk about a fragrance from the house of Hermès, and this is for women, although most people will tell you it's perfectly unisex, and there's plenty of men who rock it. But would I rock it? Strap up.
Okay, dinner for two. I watch that head move side to side as I let this in into the room. You are on time, let's connect minds. Trying to get into a mood. We gon' be fine. Close up the blinds, no rush. Finish the food.
All right, welcome to the Scent Bubble. I am your host for the evening. Today from the house of Hermès, this is Eau de Merveilles. For women. And what do I want to say about this fragrance? When was it made? 2004, so it's pretty old. It's supposed to be kind of like a fresh, citrus, woody fragrance. I remember this to be super light. This isn't the first time I've tried this, but it's been long enough. I want a new first intro. A lot of people hype this up. Not as like the best thing they've ever smelled, but like a lot of men buy this fragrance and they're like, man, it's surprisingly good and unisex for men. I'd wear it. But this is, I believe, an eau de toilette concentration. So it just seems to me offhand that the performance is just going to be real mid, which isn't always an issue. But if the performance is light, I still want to really like the fragrance. So let's check it out from that standpoint. Put it on the test strip just now. We did the skinny dabber since we're only dealing with a 1 ml. Put it on the skin just for good measure. And let's see what we're working with. Eau de Merveilles initial impressions. It is scary light on the test strip. Like it feels like an even weaker Dolce & Gabbana light blue on skin. Stuck the test strip in my mouth. What the heck's wrong with me? Smells okay on skin. I mean, on test strip. It's got a beautiful little kind of orangish citrus, light woody smell. Nothing crazy. I'm just going to switch straight to the window so we can investigate this fragrance a little bit more. I think it's not that expensive. Yeah, so you can get it, you know, around the $40 to $60 price point. 4 out of 5 with 8,000 votes. So, I mean, it's solid, but it's not anything to rant and rave about. A lot of people are buying it, probably just because it's an Hermès and it's light and easy to wear. Oh, it does have orange. Hey. I mean, the notes look great. Fire, right? Orange, elemi resin, lemon. You rarely see elemi resin up top. What that translates to me as is kind of this more winey, ambery orange. It's not like fresh, juicy, fleshy orange. It's more of the sweetness from the juice, but it's more of a winey, aged, ambery type of fresh scent. Amber, pepper, and pink pepper and violet. I don't really find it to be very peppery at all. And then in the base, we have fir, cedar, Madagascar, vetiver, oak moss, and benzoin. It's just a woody base, guys. Maybe a little bit of that fir, which I think is a fern. That mossy, kind of a slightly mossy woody base, but it's so light, airy, and fresh. This is mostly, I get a kind of aged orange, an aged orange, slight lemony, ambery, fir cedar combo. So pretty much this, if you can see me dancing with my mouse right here, this is the part of the fragrance I think is there. All of this, even if you get it, it's indistinguishable for me. This is a light, nice, easy wear. As an eau de toilette, this has got to have terrible performance since it's citrus-based. So a lot of people call it moderate, but I would imagine you'd have to spray this thing like 10 times for it to really, you know, be good. This is not exciting me, so I'm not going to be talking about it a whole lot. But I am going to give you guys all the information you want because I know if you're on a real fragrance journey, you probably have had your eye on this because other people talk about it. Okay, I'm just looking at what it reminds people of. So moderate performance, so that's good to know. It probably functions very similar to like Dolce & Gabbana light blue, that level of performance, 3-4 hours solid. Okay, so the smell, we already went over the smell. Any season, any reason, lean spring, summer. This would probably get destroyed the colder the temperatures are. This is super casual. I don't even know if I could call it upscale casual. It is just a nice casual wear. If you're a guy, you would wear this to school, running errands, gym scent, all of that. It kind of has a Nautica Voyage level weight and light, airy aquaticness to it. It's more woody, but just that weight. And same utility as like a Nautica Voyage, just kind of like a Swiss Army everyday go easy wear. If you're somebody who doesn't like heavy scents, this is nice, light, bright, nice smooth blend. Again, to me, this is like a brother and sister fragrance to a Dolce & Gabbana light blue. Not in terms of accuracy, like they're not clones of each other, but same style, same vibe, same utility, same performance across the board. Now, it looks like you can get this in multiple concentrations. You can get an eau de toilette, eau de parfum, and there looks to be even some sort of like an extreme or something, which, Dolce & Gabbana light blue, Dolce & Gabbana light blue eau intense. So it kind of imitates that. So this is kind of, seems like Hermès's response to kind of their take on a citrus woody but aquatically light, airy, everyday wear. So this is their response to Nautica Voyage, Dolce & Gabbana light blue, Versace Pour Homme, Dylan blue, all these things. It's interesting in the citric everyday utility fragrances, because they either kind of lean on the mass appealing ones, either lean on apple, lemon, orange, and grapefruit. Some limey, but not as much. The more super popular ones lean on green apple, green apple, mandarin orange, and if in the more kind of adventurous people will tend to go with grapefruit or lime or something like that. So this is what that fragrance is competing with. So it's like if you own any of those, don't buy this. But if you're trying to carefully select your kind of Nautica Blue, Versace Pour Homme, Dolce & Gabbana light blue type of fragrance, if you in your mind want that type of fragrance but more orange rather than like lemon or grapefruit or lime or all that stuff, or less citrus basky, more single notey, this is totally a valid option. But it's just a simple everyday gym scent, casual scent level thing. For the ladies, this would just be something you put on if you want to be fresh. You're in your sweats for the day, just doing your thing. You're not trying to be loud and out there. You just want something that smells a little bit above fresh out of the shower. It's nice. It's not great. I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. Solid utility, average level fragrance, done well. Nothing to write home about, nothing that's going to blow your socks off. It's incredibly light projection, no sillage at all. This is like a 1 foot, maybe 2 foot at best scent bubble that's just going to travel with you, and it's going to become a skin scent quicker than you can be done with your first activity. Alternatives to this, I already said them all, Versace Pour Homme, Dolce & Gabbana light blue, Dolce & Gabbana Forever, Dylan Blue, Mont Blanc Legend Spirit. Dylan Blue and Mont Blanc Legend Spirit are some of your more heavier performers comparatively to this, so I struggle to put that in the same conversation. But even like your aquatic citrus, basic everyday freshies, your Nauticas, your Lacostes, they're all going to compete with this. Again, this was an eau de toilette, so maybe the eau de parfum could compete with like a Dylan Blue, Mont Blanc Legend Spirit, Spirit Blue, all that type of stuff. But yeah, just solid 7 for me. I don't think it's that special. I mean, if you want a fresh everyday utility fragrance with orange and you like orange above the other citruses and stuff, then yeah, absolutely. This is a valid kind of Nautica Voyage replacement to me if you just need a nice dumb reach everyday go. But you're going to run through the sprays with this 6 to 10 easily without question, just to get that moderate level performance. I do think it's unisex. Men and women can wear this. It's inoffensive. It's super casual. It's super light on the projection. Just easy wear. It's just a touch of over you know, soap and water in the shower type of feel, but it is a good blend. The balance is there. It's a light fragrance that doesn't feel, it does feel a little bit cheap, but it doesn't smell synthetically cheap. It's a very well-made, overly simple, affordable fragrance. If you want to get something more loud and proud than this, I mean, in this category, I think Nautica Voyage is great. I think Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Oh Intense is great. Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Forever is great. I'm saying like designers you guys are familiar with. I could go into like Lalique Equus for sure. Versace Pour Homme I would kind of stay away from. In the Mont Blanc, I don't like their style of blend in a lot of cases. You could even go like Polo Deep Blue or Polo Blue Parfum to have something way more ramped up than this with more personality. Yeah, this isn't really my tea, guys, like in terms of like category. So I'm not the best reference to talk to and consult in regards to like singular note freshy aquatics and freshy woody fragrances, because I don't really rock a lot of them because they just melt away in Arizona heat. But I do keep them, but I tend to need a eau de parfum or extrait level concentration. That's why I'm only naming fragrances that can at least go 6 hours strong with performance. Even, you know, if you want to go up, you know, in the most complex rendition of this type of stuff, now we're talking Elysium from Roja, we're talking Tygar, we're talking Suspiro Vibrato, we're talking Kajal 3. Those are like way more complex renditions in the same vein. We're talking Imagination, Afternoon Swim, all that stuff. So your clones come with it, your Sahib Intenses, your Aqua Dubais, your Full Houses. But yeah, Banana, you know, your Invictus Aquas, any of those would really, you got to see what you value. Do you value a small scent bubble, close to skin fragrance that you can just load up and be light and inoffensive? Do you prefer like, no, I want to be able to smell my fragrance a lot of the day and I need that utility banger that just pops? Then now you have to move into mid-tier and upper echelon tier stuff where the due diligence has gone to make sure that that thing's going to perform and be a lot louder, and you want to start thinking about higher concentrations in regards to that. I know I'm missing some fragrances, like even Dior Cologne or Dior Sport, Platinum Egoise, stuff like that. That's what this is in the realm of, that simplistic, simple, clean, slight nuance in either the realm of fruit or aquatic or peppery. I really do wish that the pepper, the Szechuan and the black pepper or whatever in this were louder, because they're almost non-existent. And I feel like that little pepper nuance on top of the bitter, piney orange freshness would have gave it a little more character, which also might have contributed to the projection and the longevity. But I don't know. But I mean, like, you know, to wrap up here, because I'm kind of making love to the track, 8,000 people actually casted votes on this, and that's a lot for Fragrantica. Now, I know this fragrance has been around since 2004, but it also means that if all those people on average are giving it a 4 out of 5, it seems to hold itself up in the same caliber of conversation as timeless fragrances like Nautica Voyage, Lacoste Red, Polo Blue, Polo Deep Blue, Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, you know, and that's just at the designer level. But anyways, like, comment, and subscribe. More importantly, turn on that notification bell. Again, this was Eau de Merveilles for women. Don't worry that it's for women. It's unisex. A lot of men probably wear this fragrance. And this is probably one of the lightest Hermès fragrances I've ever tried. But hey, you know, there's a time and place for everything. Let me know if you guys have tried this fragrance, if you've purchased this. It seems to be around the $40 to $60 price point. So it's priced like a Dolce & Gabbana or a Versace or something like that. Let me know if you guys wear this, if you've had your eyes on it, or if you have any questions about it. I'd love to answer it for you. We drop content all the time. So if you like content like this, I always post some recommendations right above. of something you probably like based off the algorithm, as well as something that's going viral on my channel currently, and to show you the other facets of the channel, because there's a lot going on here. So if you're interested in the content, this is definitely where you want to be. You're going to find something you really like here with over 800 videos currently to choose from. So with that being said, have a blessed night, and until next time, peace.